In yet another move to intimidate the Kashmiris into withdrawing their unflinching support to the ongoing freedom movement, the Modi-led fascist Indian regime has started attaching their properties in one pretext or other in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The process of attaching immovable properties under the Black Law Unlawful Activities Prevention Act has been started from Srinagar district in the Kashmir Valley. Senior Superintendent of Police Rakesh Balwal has confirmed that over 12 houses have been identified in Sora, Pantachok, Batamalu, Naugam and Harwan areas of Srinagar for attachment. Experts believe the move is part of Modi regime's plan to render the Kashmiri Muslims homeless in their own homeland. They said irony of the fact is that Indian troops are already destroying houses and other properties of Kashmiri people by using heavy mortar shells and chemical explosives. The Enforcement Directorate, an Indian agency notorious for implicating Kashmiri freedom activists and businessmen in fact cases, conducted raids around a dozen locations across the territory. 11 attempts of the Indian agency carried out simultaneous raids at residential premises of the mostly businessmen across the occupied territory. Meanwhile, the NIA court in Delhi has delayed the release of renowned Kashmiri human rights activist Khurram Parvez in the garb of allocating more time to the dreaded investigation agency to complete its so-called investigation in a fact case against him. NIA Judge Praveen Singh extended the custody of Khurram Parvez and 2 other activists for another 50 days. In India, the Madhya Pradesh government has issued show-cause notice to senior Indian Administrative Service officer Niaz Khan for his comments on the controversial film The Kashmir Files. Niaz Khan, the Deputy Secretary ranked officer, had last week asked the makers of the film to also make the one on the killings of Muslims across India. In Karnataka, following the imposition of ban on Muslim female students wearing hijab and Muslim businessmen setting up stores and vendors near Hindu shrines, the Hindu fascist government of the state is now going to revise school textbooks and delete some chapters, including the ones glorifying the king of Mysore, Tipu Sultan. A Hindu identified as Sada-e-Hurriyet Srikant Nirale was found involved in posting hateful messages on social media from the fake account of a Muslim against the Hindu community. Posing as one Mushtaq Ali, he threatened family members of a BJP politician D.S. Arun. The aim was to malign the Muslims and trigger anti-Muslim riots. On the other hand, incidents of rape in India have grown so high that even minor girls are not spared. In one such latest incident, an 11-year-old school girl was molested by a 40-year-old man inside her school in Pune.